Good morning, welcome back to Anna and JT. Just JT today. Anna's at work, but even though she's at work, she's still putting me to work from work. So but yeah, I got a bunch of work to do around the house, especially in the yard. As far as landscaping and stuff like that, I got a bunch to do. We got weeds that have pretty much just taken over, especially like around the property and directly behind our house. It's kind of bad, and Anna wants them gone, so hey, I'm gonna get them gone today. So we're gonna be weed eating. I also got to mow the yard, so we might do that too, and then we might even also get started and maybe even completely do it today. I'm not for sure. Building kind of like a little landing patio space right in front of my bait shed. Anna's parents just recently got some concrete done, and they have a bunch of like big old block pavers that they were using as like a little patio that they don't need anymore, and they don't have any use for them. So I might run down there, grab some of those, and then try to build kind of like a little landing spot, little patio in front of my shed. I was looking at it earlier. It's actually gonna take a lot more work than I was anticipating. Hey, we got nothing but time and 2 hands to do it. So just today working on the yard, getting everything straightened up, looking better. Dogs running around being crazy. Ain't you? Ain't you? Huh, Tally? You gonna help? Huh, you gonna pull some weeds? I know you can dig up the yard. We all know you can do that. Ain't that right, Margaret? Wonder who taught her that. But yeah, got some yard work to do today. Figured I'd bring y'all along with me. So hey, if y'all like videos like this where I pick up the camera and bring y'all along on my day when Anna puts me to work, let us know by hitting that like button and we will do it more often. It's a bright, sunny, like 85 degrees today, so let's get to sweating. For all the haters out there, she's still here. Oh yeah. Get this bad boy filled up with some gas, Tally. If anybody's curious, weed eaters usually take like a mixture of gas and oil. And a long time ago, my dad told me it's cheaper to mix your own, but if you can, buy the pre-mix stuff. And let me tell you, my dad has only ever put pre-mix in all of his weed eaters and stuff, and they last forever. They really do. I bought a brand new weed eater like 2-3 years ago, and I was trying to mix my own stuff, and dude, brand new weed eater gave up on me in like 6 months. This one I've had pretty much since that one gave up, and I've only done the pre-mix stuff that comes in the can. Runs like a gem every time. Hey, we're trying to fix the yard, not put more holes in it. What are y'all doing? But yeah, we're gonna start on the worst part, the part that needs it the most, right here behind the house. As y'all can see, dude, it really doesn't even look that bad on camera, but dude, in person, these weeds are like up to my knee. Some of them are up to my hip, past my hip. Like some of these are really bad, but they are everywhere. Y'all can see. I mean, it's just a mess. Which we don't really do much back here anyways, because, you know, our back door doesn't have steps to it. And also you can't really see it unless you come back here. But it still bothers us. Like, look at this, bro. This is an actual bush. Like, this thing past my hip. Easily past my hip. It's insane. It's really bad. And a lot of these are so thick, I don't even know if my weed eater is going to be able to take them down. But we're going to give it a shot. Just try to clean this up back here, because here pretty soon we do want to end up building some steps back there. What the hell was that? Piece of fuzz? We've kind of talked about it, and we don't know if we want to grow grass back here and just have like this as part of the yard, or we also thought about getting more gravel and just graveling this whole thing, kind of like boxing it in and just having a big old gravel kind of like patio. It'd also even give us a spot if we wanted to pull the trucks up and park them back here if we ever wanted to. Give us more parking space if we have like a party or something. We thought the gravel would be a pretty cool idea. Y'all let us know what y'all think. Should we grow grass back here or gravel the whole thing and kind of pretty much extend our driveway and have even more parking? Because we don't really have that much. Like, I'm parking in the grass right now, which is fine until it rains and becomes a muddy mess, you know? But yeah, ideas. That's enough yapping. Let's get to work. Gotta throw on some gloves that we got from the P.O. box, because if I'm just outside for too long, I get poison ivy. I don't understand why. Like, I literally have poison ivy all over this hand right now, and I haven't done anything outside in like 2 weeks. It doesn't make any sense. I just look at a tree for too long, I get poison ivy. So we're gonna try not to do that. Let's get to work. That actually looks so much better. I did not realize actually how bad it was back here until I got started. Dude, that looks so much better. What the heck? Kind of looks like a yard back here. Some of these, like these big ones, dude, the stems on these suckers are like, they're like trees. My weed eater, we're not cutting these bigger ones down. So I'm gonna have to go through with some snips and cut all these bigger ones down, but hey. It looks cleaner at least. It doesn't look great, but that ain't bad. That ain't a bad start. I hate weed eating for a few reasons. One, when you're 6'2", as soon as you pick up a weed eater, your back starts hurting. That's just like part of it. And I especially hate weed eating back here because there's so many rocks and our siding is plastic. All it takes is for me to hit a rock the right way with a weed eater and it sends it through a window or into the siding and we have a big old hole in the siding. What do you think, Tally? You like it back here? It look better? And I also don't like it because I can't get too close to the house because our underpinning is also plastic. So if I just barely touch it with the weed eater, it's gonna break. It really is. Like there's a piece over here, right here. This piece right here. Y'all see that hole? Yeah, that piece of siding used to be in the front of the house. And a few weeks ago, I was weed eating and I accidentally hit it and put one of those holes in it. So I just popped it out and brought it back here because there's gonna be a deck here eventually anyway. But yeah, it's just kind of hard. I gotta be very careful while I'm weed eating around the house. But hey. That looks a lot better. Yeah, I'm happy about that. All right, that's just the first thing. That's kind of the easy part. Now, goodness. I gotta go around and weed eat pretty much all along our driveway. Down there around the garden bed. That's just a start. Let's get to it. What do you think, Tally? What do you think? Think it's gonna look better? Yeah, the old garden needs it bad. These are not plants. We did not plant these. These are weeds. Goodness. Yeah, all the way around this box. Which, by the way, our plants are just thriving. Look at that. Look at peppercini. Big old pepperoncinis. Jalapenos, they're, I think they're kind of reaching their end. We've had a bunch of them that look like this, that are real rotten. Like, look at that. Ooh. And these peppers, bro. These peppers, they're not bad. We cooked with them the other day. They're really not too bad. They're not bell peppers like we wanted, but they're not terrible. They're actually pretty good to cook with. So, yeah, let's get this cleaned up. Oh yeah, that looks a lot better. It's all cleaned up. Now we get to tackle the driveway. This is gonna be fun. Dude, check this out. Look at this freaking crater that's in the side of this. Goodness, that's from where all this water from the top of the hill runs down this way. And then I guess this is just a low point and all that water just runs off and it's just created a massive crater, bro. It's just a big old dry waterfall. And then it all runs right down and then right into our driveway. That's why our driveway is terrible. That is crazy. That is insane. That tells me we probably need to get some rocks of some sort and maybe line this whole bank, or maybe just do a pile right here. So that way it's just not one constant stream running down and this water's just not cutting away at the hill. It would be very bad if this hill decided to, you know, go down. So yeah, there's a couple little ones over here, but that one is massive. Wow. All right, I got the main things that I wanted to get weed eated today done. It is toasty out here. Yes, it is. Also, this little girl I'm out of breath because my camera was on the ground and I had this big old fluffy mic on top, you know. She thought it was a ball. So she took off running behind the house. I had to chase after her. So yeah, that happened. But all right, next step, kind of a sad one because we worked kind of hard on it, and then also we were very excited about them, but they just never really turned out. And that's these flowers up here by the house. They did not turn out as good as the ladies on TikTok, so it's time to get rid of them. As much as I want to, I'm not gonna take the weed eater to these. I'm just gonna go through and snip them kind of as low as I can, or I might be able to just pull them right up, to be honest. They're so dead. Yeah, ain't even gotta snip them. Just start a pile. I think some of the flowers we planted in here would come back next year, but me and Anna kind of had the idea to move this anyways, so I think we're just gonna completely retry and redo this whole little thing, this whole little flower bed. There we go. Dude, that looks so much better. The way they were like so tall and hanging over, I absolutely hated it. That looks good. That makes me, yeah, that makes me happy. Look at all that goodness. Let's go dump these somewhere. See you later. All right, that solves that. Back to weed eating. There we go. Got our crusty, dusty, musty walkway all cleaned up. Got around the flowers, or what used to be flowers, all cleaned up. Got the gravel looking decent. I'm actually gonna go through this right here. In this sprayer, we have some weed killer, some weed and grass killer. So I'm actually gonna go through. I've sprayed it like a day ago and it's starting to die. But I'm gonna go through, respray all the gravel. Dude, it's looking pretty good. The driveway all along this side, looking real good. I'll be honest, I could probably weed eat around here for 6 hours and still not do all the weeds I want to. But I got some of the stuff that was just kind of bugging us that needed to be done. So back here behind the house, along the driveway, that flower box and all around the house right there. So I think I'm done weed eating. I'm sure my back's gonna be happy about that. So yeah, I think the next step is to try to do this little patio thing in front of my shed, which it's not gonna be too easy. You know, I want to try to get as level as possible, which if you're new around here, that doesn't happen often. So but yeah, kind of just right here in front of the shed, pretty much just a square right here in front of these doors. They just got some real big concrete pavers that we can just set down. But first, hard to tell on camera, but this is not level at all. And also we got a bunch of rocks, whole bunch of rocks all up in the dirt, so it's not gonna be easy to shovel out either. The more I look at this, the less I want to do it. So but for now, I will at least pop on the old lawnmower, hook up my little trailer thing, and go on down there to Anna's parents' house and at least get some of them and bring them up here, because they knew them out their way anyways. So they're pretty big. I don't think we're gonna need too many of them, maybe 10, and that's probably gonna be too many. So yeah, let's get the lawnmower out, let's hook up this little trailer, let's go grab them. If the truck wasn't dead, I'd be taking the truck down there, but lawnmower have to do. There we go. Yeah, they ain't too terribly big. Probably grab 10 or 12 of them to start off with. If we need more, we can just run down there and get more. All right, let's get the loading. These might exceed the old weight limit on this little trailer here, but we'll get her figured out. There's 12 of them. We'll start with that. I'm kind of thinking a 3x4. All right, let's get these home. big rip. Big rip. Yeah, I'd say we exceeded the weight limit a little bit. Yeah, that tire is done for. It popped. Rip. Really? These tires must suck. Yeah, got a hole in them. 2 holes in them. It can't be. I think the weight limit's 250 on this thing. I really think the weight limit's like 250 pounds. There's no way these pavers are 250 pounds. I don't know if it just didn't have enough air in it or what. Well, that sucks. But we got them here, and now time for the real fun part. So the idea is level this out right here, right in front of here. I'm thinking 4 by 3. And we're just making just a little landing pad, just a little spot to where when I walk through here and it's muddy or something, I can kick my boots off on it and get all the dirt off before I walk into my bait shed. Some of y'all are probably wondering, JT, why don't you use those pavers to like finish off the walkway in the front of the house that we just like weed eated? That's because eventually that's not gonna be there. Eventually we're gonna build a deck, and then we're also probably gonna get like a concrete sidewalk walkway poured and finished right there, so like we have a nice actual decent walkway to get from the truck into the house. That was makeshift when I made it, and it's still gonna be makeshift until we do what we actually want to, you know. And this, you know, it could use it because it gets real dirty right here, real muddy. So yeah, I'm gonna go grab a shovel. All right, the first thing I'm gonna do, try to get all these rocks out the way. Dude, it's actually so crazy how many freaking rocks are just all around here. From where they dug out the top of this hill to build the pad for our house, dude, there's just so many rocks. Hey, dude, I can't even find dirt. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah. We're not going to be able to do this. Dude, there's just one big old rock right here. That's all rock. Just one big old rock. Well, I don't know what to do. I thought these were just a bunch of little rocks, but turns out, like y'all can literally see, that's the top of it, all right here. Just one big rock, all right here. I'm not moving that sucker. And I mean, I could still put the pavers down. They're just not gonna be level. You know, it'd still give me something to step on, I guess, but I mean, they're not gonna be level at all. Rip. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna be able to do this. I just went and got those pavers for nothing. I mean, I'm sure I'll find something to do with them, but I was not expecting it to just be one big old rock like that. Which makes sense because right there is like the access hole or whatever to our septic tank. Like our septic tank is literally right here. Callie, you're so dark, I don't even think they can see you. Why are you hiding? But when he was digging that hole, he literally like ran into one of the biggest rocks and like broke his like bucket and everything trying to get it out. And I mean, y'all can see those big old rocks over there. All of this was just rock. So it really doesn't surprise me that there's just a big old boulder right there. Rip. Well, that puts a bit of a damper in my plan. Now it's time to tackle the big part, the yard. It needs to be cut, which our grass is so weird. From where pretty much from here all the way over, I grew it myself from seed, you know, like you're an OG, you remember when we first got the house, this was all dirt. It was all dirt, no grass in sight. But over here, there was still a little bit of grass. So it's like, it's weird because this is still super young grass, so it doesn't grow super fast. But this, dude, this stuff grows like wild. So like over here needs to be mowed really bad. Over here, it doesn't need to be mowed at all. I'm still gonna mow the whole thing just because I like the way it looks. It looks nicer when I do it that way. Also don't feel like filming or editing like an hour and a half of just me mowing the yard. So through the power of editing, 3, 2, 1. Just like that, there we go. She is mowed. Looking good. Even put some stripes in her. Oh yeah. Don't look too close now. The lines they might not be too straight, but there we go. The yard's looking good. Got everything weed eated, got all the flowers put up. I did go through and spray this with some more weed killer, so hopefully this will clear up a little bit. So yeah, I guess we'll wait till Anna gets home, show her everything I did, see if she's happy with it. So yeah, she gets off in a few hours and we'll get her reaction. Hello. What are you doing?
I was sitting in the car with Mom.
Your mom home?
Nope.
See what I did?
Did you see what you did? I see what you did right here too.
Took the flowers out too.
I was wondering what was different. Yeah, that looks a lot better.
Yeah.
Way better. Now you can actually walk through there like a normal person.
Yep.
Whoa!
Yep.
It's like a whole different yard back here.
You can actually walk back there now.
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
Eating the cat food.
stop eating the cat food. Mate.
Now we've actually got room to put some stones down to use. Never mind, we can't get to the back door.
No.
Just kidding.
No steps.
No steps.
Yeah, cleared it out.
It looks good.
And also, weed eat it all around the driveway.
See, I knew stuff was looking different. I just couldn't figure out what it was.
Yep.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Oh, nothing. My mom's home.
Yep.
Good.
And Bo's officially out of food.
Oh, and here he comes.
Bobo!
Hi! What are you doing?
He said, well, I was coming to eat.
Hi, son. It's like my new purse.
Look at Anna's new purse. Makes
If
it,
you
ooh.
don't like it, don't tell me.
Yeah. Just say you like it.
Just say that you like it.
He is so glad that we've started letting him outside again.
Oh, yeah.
He loves it.
He hates being inside.
Yeah, he does.
Hates it.
He really does.
This is the most relaxed I've ever seen this cat.
Yeah, no. So yeah, did a bunch of yard work today.
Good. It needed it.
Yep.
It really needed it.
Also went down there.
Is the peppers.
Huh?
Next thing we need to do is the peppers.
Yeah, no.
Them suckers is getting out of control.
Yeah. Also went down there and got some of those pavers from your mom's.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I was gonna put them in front of my shed. There's just one big ass rock right in front of where I need to dig, so that's not gonna happen. Yeah. I only sneezed like 72 times while mowing the yard today. It was pretty rough.
Yeah.
Like every stripe I did, I sneezed like at the beginning and at the end. It was pretty bad.
You have grass on your glasses.
I was weed eating and some, like a rock or a stick or something came and smacked me right in the cheek. It felt like somebody punched me. It was kind of hard. It kind of hurt. Anna's home now. You missed all the fun, all the weed eating fun.
I know. I'm glad I missed it.
Yeah.
I don't want to touch you.
I'm only kind of sweaty. So yeah, that's going to do it for today's video. You just got here, and now the video's ending, so.
Well, I hope you guys had a great time.
Yep. We appreciate you guys, JT.
And Anna.
Yep. Look at the puppers.
I know. Look at Charlie back there. Oh, Charlie's peeing.
Oh.